Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Will Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and for today's episode of Suki Neon, we are looking at episode 30 of season 7 of Adventure Time. It's called Lady Rainicorn of the Crystal Dimension. This is a TV-centric episode, and I think he's literally one of the worst of Jake's kids. TV is voiced by the same person who voices Tina Belcher in Bob's Burgers. Actually, considering that originally in the plot for the when we find out that Jake's going to be a dad, originally they were going to have Lady Rainicorn break up with him, but then decided, no, let's just do something a little bit more dramatic and make her pregnant. So these kids weren't even supposed to exist, and I like the fact that most of them are voiced by like Kristen Schaal or other they're voiced by like a lot of characters from Bob's Burgers, which I like. And so TV is pretty much the worst of the kids. He's still there at home with Lady Rainicorn, and it starts out where he's kind of arguing with her because he's like, oh, can I have some money? And she's like, no, these kids are already like, he's like, what, in his 40s? I swear, they're all of Jake's kids are already older than he is. So, she's like, oh, no. So after she leaves to go hang out with Princess Bubblegum, I guess they still hang out, he decides, well, I'm going to look through the house and see if there's anything I can sell. Which I'm like, ugh. He finds a secret compartment in a drawer with a box with a sandwich in it, a crystal sandwich. So he's like, well, I'm going to eat this crystal sandwich. I'm going to go sell this box. It's not even his property. He just doesn't think. Anyways, he goes and he's trying to sell this, and then another Rainicorn named Lee finds him by tracking the crystal sandwich. Then decides to take him back to the crystal dimension. Lady Rainicorn discovers this and follows him to it. And then we get a lot of her backstory. Apparently, her and Lady Rainicorn and Lee used to date or something, and he's kind of a Weather Underground style terrorist, like a Bill Ayers type person. You guys remember they go into that whole Rainicorn and dog war, and apparently that was a huge, horrible thing, and there's still some racism toward dogs from Rainicorns and vice versa. Anyways, he wants to steal this particular crystal sandwich, which could be used to, I guess, it's like a nuclear option or something. Anyways, Lady Rainicorn tracks him down, and then there's a bit of a struggle between there, and Lee gets sucked into the crystal sandwich, which TV traps in a box. And then, well, Lady Rainicorn decides, okay, I'm going to take the sandwich back and this box back to Ooh, and TV decides to stay in the crystal dimension with Lady Rainicorn's parents, who just seem delighted or not delighted to have him there. Pretty much, this is a pretty, it's a light episode, not really filler, because it does fill up a lot of the backstory for Lady Rainicorn, and because of the whole racism between Rainicorns and dogs in this, and the whole war between that, it kind of makes the whole relationship between Jake and Lady Rainicorn a little bit better, because it gives it a social context and frame, which they've hit on this before, like when in the episode Her Parents, where Jake meets Lady Rainicorn's parents, and it's kind of interesting to see them go back to it. It's nice to see how many characters have been fleshed out this season. We've had more stuff with a lot of these characters, and I kind of like that about season 7. After season 6 was trying to be more epic and trying to follow a huge storyline with Finn's dad, Martin, season 7 has been more personal. We had that 6-episode miniseries with Marceline, where we got a ton of her backstory, and we got a lot of clarification on a lot of different items. Overall, I liked it. It's a pretty good episode. Can't wait to see what the next episode will be. If you like this episode, let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until the next episode comes out, you are now caught up.